Greetings everyone, my name is Steve Van Oostenbrugge and I am the Executive Director for the Institute of Certified Professional Managers. Picture this. There's a small problem at work. Nothing dramatic, a glitch in a process. A step in the workflow that never quite works. A system that requires 3 logins, 2 resets, and a motivational speech. Or it's that one printer that jams if you breathe near it. Employees don't complain anymore. They've created workarounds so refined they could train new hires on printer survival techniques 101. And because employees keep fixing these things, the manager thinks everything just works. As if the workplace itself maintains itself, like some kind of magical self-cleaning oven. But eventually, predictably, the issue gets big enough, painful enough, or expensive enough that it finally lands on the manager's desk. And now, suddenly, there's a crisis. That's when reality shows up with a harsh reminder. It isn't a management problem until it becomes a manager's problem. Most people have never heard it phrased this way, but once you understand it, you're going to begin to see it everywhere. This phenomenon has research behind it. In 1989, Sidney Yoshida's Iceberg of Ignorance revealed that frontline employees see almost 100% of problems. Supervisors see about 74%. Senior managers see about 9%, and executives see 4%. But here's the part that many people misunderstand. It's not that executives are careless or clueless. It's that frontline employees are physically present where the problems occur. They experience them firsthand. They live in the operational environment where mistakes, breakdowns, and inefficiencies happen. Executives? They're not supposed to be hyper-focused on daily operational friction. Their role is different. They operate at the strategic level, miles above the operational battlefield. They're focused on long-term positioning, resource allocation, market competitiveness, organizational sustainability, big picture risks. So it's not that executives don't care about the small problems. It's that their role doesn't put them anywhere near them. But here's the kicker, folks. If enough small problems accumulate, then eventually become large strategic problems. Operational friction turns into higher turnover, lower morale, reduced efficiencies, missed deadlines, lost customers, wasted resources, and systemic failure. In other words, when enough little cracks form at the operational level, they eventually will reach the executive level. And suddenly, those executives do care because the operational mess just became a strategic problem. And the manager in the middle, they're the ones held accountable. Because employees are natural-born problem solvers. They want to keep things moving. So when things break, they fix it. They improvise, they adjust, they compensate, they adapt. They create unofficial, temporary workarounds that can last up to 6 years. And because they're constantly fixing things, managers never see the issue. So the loop continues. Employee fix, manager doesn't see, problem persists, employees fix, manager doesn't see, repeat, rinse, so on and so on. Until eventually the problem becomes so big, so visible, or so costly that it can no longer be hidden. Then leadership says, why wasn't this addressed sooner? Employees say, we've been addressing it the whole time. And the manager says, no one told me. And everybody is right. Because the loop hides the truth. Just because employees are fixing the problem doesn't mean the manager isn't responsible for it. Employee fixes are bandages. They're not cures. And competent managers know if employees repeatedly fix the same issue, if workarounds become the new normal, if people are exhausted from constantly compensating, then the manager is dealing with a system failure, even if they haven't seen it yet. Workarounds are symptoms. System failures are the root cause, and root causes are always management problems. Competent managers don't wait for these problems to explode in their face. They go looking for the smoke before the fire. They listen for frustrations and conversations. They observe where the process slows down. They ask employees what annoys them, because annoyance is data. They notice the workarounds. They question routines that shouldn't be routines at all. And critically, they fix symptoms. They fix systems, not systems. They understand that operational cracks can become strategic fractures, and now that prevention is far more valuable than reaction. They're proactive, not reactive. This is management and maturity, folks. And honestly, very few people ever have it clearly explained this way. Now let's talk about why this matters for your career. The Certified Manager, CM, and the Certified Supervisor, CS programs that ICPM have, they don't train you to notice these issues. You've already learned that through real world experience. What ICPM certification does is validate that you already possess the information regarding organizational awareness, system level thinking, early problem detection, analytical reasoning, supervisory competence, accountability, operational judgment, and leadership maturity. These competencies are exactly what prevent operational issues from becoming strategic catastrophes. ICPM certifications signal to the employer, this manager doesn't wait for a crisis. This manager understands the system. This manager prevents problems. They don't just react to them. Anyone can respond when everything breaks. Certified managers prevent it from breaking in the first place. That's the difference. And that's why CM and CS certifications set you apart. Workplaces are full of hidden problems. Employees fix them quietly until they can't. And then suddenly, it's a management problem until it becomes a manager's problem. But competent managers don't wait for that moment. They notice the patterns. They listen to the whispers. They address root causes early. They stabilize systems before they collapse. And when your ability to do that is validated through an ICPM certification, people know you aren't just managing, you're leading. And that's the difference between all the other managers and the manager who sets the standard.